Mr. Freeze is one of comics' most misunderstood villains with a number of looks, and a few origin stories since appearing in Batman number 121 of February 1959 as a diamond thief with no real name, just using the name Mr. Zero. After the April 1985 through March 1986 Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline, he was given his most famous backstory by Paul Dini, a writer of the cartoon Batman the Animated Series, which is the origin I will focus on today. Victor Fries was a scientist, who after his wife Nora was diagnosed with a fatal disease, put her in a cryogenic state until he could cure her. While working for GothCorp, Victor allegedly misappropriated funds from his work to help his wife, causing GothCorp CEO Ferris Boyle to close down Victor's research. Ferris grabbed guards and barged into Victor's lab. As an act of desperation, Victor grabbed a gun from one of the guards to protect his wife and his work. Ferris talked Victor into laying down the gun, only to cheap shot Victor with a kick that sent him onto a table of chemicals. These chemicals exploded, sending Victor into the cryogenic freezing tanks, changing his body to only be able to survive in sub-zero temperatures. Victor would create his iconic suit and gun, dubbing himself Mr. Freeze, in an attempt to get revenge on Ferris Boyle, whom he blamed for killing Nora. Freeze chose to attack Ferris Boyle at his humanitarian benefit, only to be thwarted by Batman. Batman sent Mr. Freeze to Arkham, after finding and releasing the security tape showing Ferris causing Victor's accident. The last scene of the episode shows Mr. Freeze in his custom cell talking to a small doll under glass, apologizing to his wife for not getting revenge. Mr. Freeze has one of the most tragic backstories in pop culture. His sole purpose is getting justice for his wife, whom he believes to be dead. Seeking revenge for someone you care about who was basically murdered, is a common feeling we all would have. Mr. Freeze, in my opinion, is completely misunderstood. Mr. Freeze would make a few minor appearances after that, but this was only a synopsis of the episode of Heart of Ice, from Batman the Animated Series. I would encourage you to watch it for yourself, and you can decide if Mr. Freeze is evil or misunderstood.